Welcome. I am Gina, Swire, self-love expert, mentor and manifesting queen. And today's YouTube video is 12 self-love tips for healing. And this was actually something that I was asked to write for a magazine, and it went down so well that I thought I would make a YouTube video explaining a little bit more. So if you haven't already, hit subscribe and leave a comment so more people can see this magic. Okay, so number one is expect miracles. If you are healing, it is imperative that you keep your vibe up. So what I mean by this is having notes around your house that say, expect miracles, literally. Watching motivational things of people who've healed like from horrendous situations into, using that as their driving force of helping people. And definitely start to believe that you are worthy of miracles too, because if you're not, then who is? Number two, create space every day to record your gratitude. So everything that you see around you that you are grateful for. This could be even as simple as the device you're watching this video on right now, or the air that you're breathing, or your physical body, even in any state. How can you show yourself gratitude? It's incredibly underrated and it's incredibly potent for raising your vibration and healing. Number three is say loving and kind things to yourself in the mirror. So to your body, to your being, to your soul, just literally saying the nicest things you can imagine, and just try to really mean it, even if it's difficult. And this can go a long, long way because your body is listening, and this can really, really, really amplify how you feel. And also a wink in the mirror can go a long way too. Just be with yourself, breathe, and if it's difficult, let the emotions arise, let them go. Nothing's here forever, and that will free up a lot of space for love to come in. Number four is ask for help. So if you are in need of healing right now, the chances is that you have been rubbish at receiving or asking for help. And maybe you haven't been completely useless, but maybe there is a lot more space to ask and receive help. This is huge in healing. It is about surrendering, letting nature, letting the universe take care of you, letting friends in, letting loved ones in can be incredibly difficult. And as a whole, humans are useless at receiving. So how can you write a list of what you need and ask for it? Number five is when you feel bad, feel bad. So if you are feeling low, if you are feeling pragmatic, if you are feeling devastated, if you are feeling just completely flummoxed, then allow yourself to feel these feelings, even if it's for 2 to 5 minutes. And top tip is get some tunes on, dance it out, cry it out. It's so helpful, even if you don't get any actual tears. The somatic release of pretending to cry can be incredibly potent. And if we don't express these emotions, if we just stick a positivity sticker over the top, they just get stored in our body, and whatever we resist persists. So how can you feel it to heal it? Number six is if you have an injury or a disease or anything in your body, pain, trauma that you are struggling with, then imagine that thing as a person. And imagine that person standing in front of you and ask them, what do you need? And just hear them. So create a space to listen to your injury. And, if you've got a bad knee, for example, you can just imagine that and be like, how can I be with you today? How can I help you? What do you need? And the answer isn't always what you think. So be with that injury and just see what magic can arise from it. Number 7 is Feng Shui, the center part of your home. So the central part of all floors in your house relates to self-love and health. So declutter. If there's a load of crap in the center part of your house, there's probably a load of crap in your body. And declutter, clean, make it beautiful. Put in a symbol of your healthiest self, whatever that means to you. Maybe it's a photograph of you being really happy and healthy, or maybe it's something like a statue or a crystal to remind you of what's possible in your healing journey. Number 9 is connect with people who've been through what you are going through and they've come out the other side. So not necessarily people who are going through the same as you, because then you could go into a downward spiral together, but people who've gone through it, come out the other side and are making the best of life. So a simple Facebook search, or if you look for events on Meetup online, you'll likely find people with similar things to what you're going through. And this can be incredibly helpful to be around these people that can show you what is possible. Number 10 is be super duper conscious of who you take advice from. When you are not feeling 100%, you are vulnerable to people's advice. Everyone wants to tell you what's good for you. And actually, I only take advice from people who are further along on the path than I am. And people that if I had to swap places with them in life, I wouldn't be mad about it. So if you are taking advice from people who are not doing the things you want to do, you're going to get the advice that takes you on that path away from your path. So be very, very, very conscious of who you take advice from, and only take advice from people who you would be happy to be like. Number 11 is ask all your friends and family to store you in their phone as your name, healthy and happy. And then every time you call them, it will pop up and they'll be like, oh my God, it just said Gina, healthy and happy. I did this for my nana when she was very, very sick with cancer. And every single time she rang, that was what popped up. And she recovered in record time, even at the age of 92. So I highly recommend it, and it's super fun, and you can do it for your friends too. Number 12 is create a health is wealth vision board. So on this vision board, put all the things that you will do when you are completely healthy, all the fun things, how you will feel. And if you've never made a vision board before, you can check out my vision board training at ginaswire.com, and I'll post the link in the comments as well. So those are my 12 tips for healing. I really hope that they were useful for you. Let me know in the comments which was your favorite. And of course, they only really work if you implement them. If you just watch this video, they will not work, and you need to put them into practice. So let me know when you've done that. And remember, with self-love, anything is possible.